Hey there. Happy Tuesday. Put my glasses on. You'll probably notice have started putting on a mask. So our masks come in two parts. And last time I really struggled to do the top uh, on my live, and I thought, well, I didn't need to, especially without my glasses. Um, and so I thought, well, I would do the top on here, and then or beforehand, and then I would do the bottom part of the mask on our live here. So our masks come in two pieces so that they will fit anyone, all face shapes and sizes, and they are biodegradable, not unlike many of those sheet masks that take have plastics in them and take forever to decompose in our landfills. And so that mesh is on both sides of our masks, and so you take off the one layer, and then you put it on and take off the second layer. So, and our masks are all, besides biodegradable, they're very safe for us. With all the skincare out there, women actually on average, 168 different products a day on their bodies. Like, that's crazy to me. Even before Norwex, before I started sharing Norwex more, I use their laundry detergent always, which I've shared for a long time. But I was using all sorts of other things that I have since learned are really most things not safe. I use Bath and Body, but I actually don't have a shower full of stuff. I used Dial, and I didn't do any skincare, which I guess is good. Turns out it might be good that I was not doing any skincare, because at least I wasn't putting on things that were not safe. And some things are. I know there are other products out there that are safe. And if you want to see what is in your products, you can go to the ewg.org website, and they have a Skin Deep database that has thousands and thousands of products, and whether they're safe, and they're rated from 1 to 10, for harm and things that are in them. So, and the reason I am doing this today is because I am going on a trip on Thursday. I'm going to the Norwex Leadership Conference. I'm kind of excited. We're going to get to see new products, and that is on Thursday. And there's always lots of pictures, and so of course we all want to look our best. So I dyed my hair, and I thought, well, I'll do one of these, because our masks we have two types of masks. We have the hydrating mask, and I feel like I didn't do a very good job getting it up. There we go, maybe. So we have our hydrating mask and our brightening mask, and I'm using the hydrating mask. I don't have the brightening masks actually yet. That'll be one of the next things I purchase, I think. For the hydrating mask, it helps plump, reduces fine lines, wrinkles. Great for, they come in a 4-pack. They are great for, before, you can do them once a week, or, I save them usually and don't use them once a week. You can use them, before special occasions, if my daughter ever gets married. I probably should just put my damn hair back. I would, use masks a couple days before to try to plump my skin up, because as I'm getting older, we all have those fine lines and wrinkles that are starting, which, is a good thing. I've decided the alternative is, not being here. So, and I don't know if you know this, but cortisol, which is the stress hormone, actually it can raise your blood sugar, and which then in turn decreases the collagen, or can decrease your collagen, or how your body produces it. I don't know all the science behind it, but stress, I know, bad, so, but there is actually an effect on the collagen in our body when we're under stress, and cortisol is dumping. So yeah, and our masks have Ling Ling in them. So that is an essential oil, and good for our bodies. And it also has 4 different types of hyaluronic acid in the hydrating mask. So if you're interested and want to try them, they feel luxurious afterwards. There's it always feels really good, and there's more in the package here, of the in the solution that I'll actually rub on my neck too after, because I want my skin to be hydrated. If you think, oh, I have oily skin, it might seem crazy, but like you wouldn't want to have more moisture, but actually when you have oily skin, it's because you aren't getting enough moisture. So your oil glands are producing more than, that's why you have oily skin. So I had no clue until I started learning about skincare, but now I know. So if oily skin, you actually need to still moisturize. So, yeah, our masks. I shared I had a couple hacks. I posted about this earlier today, and wanted to just share. If you are a countercloth user, if you wet this down and set it nearby while you're cutting your onions, it will help absorb the smell. It will draw the smell and the scent and the things that make you cry to the cloth. So give it a try if you have the countercloth. Hey, and if you don't have Norwex, maybe you could still try it and see if it works with another cloth. I haven't ever tried it until, and actually I just learned about it. So I'm going to have to try it, and I'll let you know. But hey, if you're cutting onions and you have makeup on and you don't want your mascara to run, figure, give it a try. So the other thing are UPP. So I had to go for, I have a mess on my I tried also doing my first like dermaplaning. I don't know if you've ever tried that, or like, and so I used like this hair identifier. I made a mess. Oh, beauty stuff is not I'm not even masks, they're not my thing, but I'm learning. So our laundry detergent is actually the UPP. This is the one I've been using since 2014. And it can be used as a multi-purpose cleaner. And I had to go today to get my boobies checked because I had a breast MRI. My mom had breast cancer at 40 and uterine cancer and Lynch syndrome. So every 6 months I'm either doing a mammogram or an MRI. But they made me take off my earrings. And that's the only time I clean my jewelry. I know that's awful. But I just get tired, and so they normally stay in my ears. But I wanted, so my things are pretty grungy. You can see they're looking pretty grungy. These are my grandma's earrings. I started wearing them about 9 months ago. So I'm going to use I mixed it with water, and I keep it in a spray bottle, but I use it to clean my jewelry. Multi-purpose cleaner that can be used for a variety of different, whoa, I'm spilling it on, and I'm going to let this soak a bit in here, and I'm going to try not to drip all water. See, I know Vanna White, I've told you guys many times, no Vanna White here. I'm going to let that kind of soak a bit. And then I will show you it. I can already see, so maybe instead of dump, so you can already see it's like, so it's already getting some of the grunt. You can see the water's getting icky. And so I'm going to let that soak. And I do sometimes scrub with a toothbrush a little bit too, but yeah. So give me 1 second here. And I really feel like I didn't do a good job on putting that, I mean, or like high enough so it keeps slipping down. All right, so after we do a couple unboxings, I will pull that out so you can see it. And now that I've, you know, spilled half the water out, it's not even covering the earrings. So yeah, I had to have my breast MRI done today. I did that, and I went to the Passport Center because I'm going to Canada in August, and it was a productive day. I feel like things are finally like starting to get back a little bit. We've adjusted my meds more. Gotta love those meds. So slowly but surely, I feel like getting back to more everyday ability of things. I mean, I've never been somebody who functions like normal people, although normal's just a cycle on the dishwasher. That's what I've told my daughter for years. But my normal, so, which is very abnormal. But I'm functioning, I think, closer to like 50%. Normally, I'd say my average is 60 to 70% of what a typical person does. I have a couple spoons a day. So, yeah. So I thought I'd open this and see if I had any treasures in here that were things that I hadn't shown or on sale. And this is not one of them, but this is one of my favorite things. The entry mat. My husband and I are not thrilled that we have not figured out a way to get it securely in place yet on our carpet on our entryway. So it does with our door. It's a little high because we have carpet on there that we just had done when we redid the basement. And so I have those non-slip rug things underneath. Haven't figured out what to make them not slip. But what I can tell you is even my husband, who hates that they're moving around, said, oh my God, we have to keep them there because they are catching so much of the salt and dirt that comes in when we walk in from the back door. And so we have 2 of these on our entryway, and then one when you step in, and then one for our shoes, because they collect everything. I mean, like everything. I already shared this once, but when I washed one once before brushing it out, I had to do load 7 times because I had so much junk come out of it into my washing machine. And then I still, after 7 cleansing cycles, I had to still wipe it out. So when I'm going to wash these, my aunt's like, take them to the laundromat. I'm like, I think I will, because oh my gosh, so they collect everything. At some point, I think I already did show in the group a long time ago, there's a black light demonstration that shows like how it collects. It's like industrial strength in terms of collecting and holding on to the gunk and the dirt. And like, yeah, I mean, I can't even remember the statistic, but it's like, I think we take, when we come in from outside in the first 4 steps, we are tracking, like, 96% of, you know, like the outside comes off in the first 4 steps. That's what I think it is. So, Crystal deodorant. This is actually for a customer. I ordered it, and it is the Crystal deodorant. I love this. With the breast cancer thing, I've known for a long time I should not be using the aluminum things are still besides my brain. So I'm losing words, which is an early sign of Alzheimer's, which my mother and grandmother and aunt had. So that is also where we are trying to figure out. I'm hoping I'm not having early cognitive decline. If anybody else can't find words, I also know it can be hormonal. So yes, I have talked to my doctor about hormones. So Crystal deodorant, you just wet this, and so mine is probably down now about here. I started using it in May. It lasts about a year. $14.99, and it's safe. I actually could wear this to my mammogram even. I didn't, today was a breast MRI, like I said, so it wasn't an issue, but I did not think I could use something like this. It's actually, what is it, the ingredient? Ammonium alum. So I thought, oh, isn't that the same thing? But it is not. It is a salt that is safe, much safer than aluminum. You wet it under the sink and rub it on your pits. I sometimes rub it under here if I'm going to be going to the gym. And it doesn't have the aluminum or fragrances, all the other things that are in all those deodorants that they sell. So one ingredient, it's a salt. Check it out. Do your own research even if you want. But I have found I get stinky sometimes still because that happens even when I wore deodorant. But I'm shocked because I thought I'm too sweaty and stinky to be able to wear anything but the prescription strength Secret. Like, that is what I've used for decades. And yeah, absolutely life-changing for me in that. So I got some optic scarves because we need optic scarves. Although I don't think I ordered this many. Something's wrong here. I'm going to have to look at my sheet. But this is the Ultrazyme. This is for a dishwasher. If you think about what is in those toxic pods, they're not good. And then we go and eat off of it. And our Norwex Ultrazyme is safe for humans, and it doesn't leave that awful icky smell or coating on your dishes. And I actually am not even using a full scoop now. It's a tiny little scoop, and it is actually starting to get, because our dishwasher's 20 years old, so it's not going to work miracles, but it's actually starting. I can see some of the scale that was built up. There's lines now that are actually, I can see to the, that it's getting cleaner, silver, you know, like it's getting some of that to go away. So that's a good thing. And then, and this has 45 loads in it. This little thing, the one I'm using upstairs is probably halfway done, and I opened it September 1st. So fabulous product that works. It works. I guess our last laundry or dishwasher detergents did not work very well. This one works amazing. It also can be used in your toilet to get some of those grimy things up. I think I posted about this last week. And for clogging, if you have something that's clogged, sink or drain. So this is our back scrubber. I got this for my aunt. She wanted it. One side is microfiber, and it is very soft and plushy. And I use this now, usually, especially on my skin before I'm going to shave, because I'm not using shaving cream anymore. And then I have this side, which is, you can see it's kind of a mesh over it. It's for exfoliating. So to get all that dry skin off your back, and then you have the little handles. So, and then this can be washed, obviously, in your washing machine. I would recommend using Norwex detergent because you don't want to gunk up with all those fillers that actually don't come out of your clothes when you're using them. So, what else did I get here? The produce wash and cleansing facial powder and optic scarves for cleaning your glasses. I'm getting new glasses. They're on back order. I'm kind of sad, but yeah. And I don't know why I have that many optic scarves. I got more than I'm supposed to get, I think. So, all right. I wanted to show a couple of those things. And then the Rainbow Enviro Pack. I did get that too. So this is a 4-pack of our Enviro Cloths. So that way, a lot of people don't want to use the ones that are in their bathroom, that you clean with your toilet with. Even though it does self-purify, I get that. I don't want to use that either, which is why I got a 4-pack, because I thought, okay, I'll have bathroom, you know, 1 bathroom, 2 bathrooms, and then kitchen and kitchen downstairs too. So yeah, that's why. All right, one more. Let's open this one. If there's anything new. I don't think there's anything new on this one. I don't even remember ordering 2 times, but that's my brain. All right, what do we have here? Oh, this was our, so there is a warehouse sale going on till the 15th of the month. So today is the 13th, I think. And the pomegranate, these were on sale. And I think these might be on sale in the warehouse sale. But then there was also an Powerzyme. This is on sale this month for 10% off. This is the laundry detergent I use now even more than the UPP, which is the Ultra Power Plus. This one uses enzymes. I talked about it last week. So if you're interested, check out that live from last week. This is the one I use on my stinky workout clothes now and my husband's plumbing clothes that get really grody. And we used to sometimes use both our Ultra Power Plus on his, plus the microfiber booster, and now we just use the Powerzyme. It is fabulous. So, and then bathroom cleaner. And then we got a cute little reindeer thing from the, oh, and then you guys know I love this. I've shared this a couple times, but my father-in-law wanted one. And he's not a big, he doesn't like change, but I told him I didn't want to use his sponge because they get gross, and I've never been a sponge person. So this is the dispensing dish brush. So you put dish soap in here, and then you got the little pump, and it goes, and then you can replace just the heads. So then you can just buy a replacement head for it. So it's also, you know, then better for the environment and less waste, you know, less wasteful. So, all right. Oh, and then I got my lip shimmers. So, fun things, and more and more boxes. And so, and I have, what time is it? So I'll be taking that off here in a second. But, okay, you can see, so I was using the, look at how dirty that water is. And I'm going to quick just brush off a little bit here. I use this on my makeup brushes too. So look at how much sparklier that is. It's just soaked in the Ultra Power Plus dish soap or laundry detergent. So this is what I have in my squirt bottle. It's the Ultra Power Plus laundry detergent. So I usually, you know, I use this in my laundry. Granted, now I use Power Plus too, or the Powerzyme. But this is great for tile and cleaning surfaces. You know, if you want to use a cleaner, if you don't want to use just your EnviroCloth, you really feel like you need a surface cleaner, you can spray, mix, you know, this has got 1 teaspoon in this thing. And I've had this bottle for quite a while because I'm not a good housekeeper. I don't clean a lot. But it also serves as multi-purpose for your jewelry, and I'll be doing my makeup brushes next. But, so I didn't even, my wedding ring here, it's not even, I didn't even brush it at all. Now if I brush it a bit, it will probably get even more out. Because, you know, only so much is going to sometimes come out. But, and then my diamond here, I think this is already a little shinier. Much better than the dull. So if I get a MRI or a, you know, some sort of scan where I have to take my jewelry off, that's always the time I decide, okay, I'll clean my earrings and jewelry. It's really the only time I do. Because otherwise they just stay in. Otherwise if I had to take them on or out every time, I'm too lazy for that. So, yeah. So, here's the other one. I'll show the other one too so that you can see that it wasn't just, you know, one was shiny and one wasn't. So, yeah, multi-purpose So, and this one is on sale also. It actually is a bigger bag. They're both this size bag. This is 100 loads in it. This is way more than 100 loads. This will last you easily 6 months. And you just use a teaspoon of this one. So 10% off each of those this month. So if you don't want to pay shipping and are local, let me know. I'm going to be placing another order here. I have a couple other things I need to get. So you could do porch pickup if you want. And I'll be doing that after I get back from, I'm going to Pennsylvania. So that is Thursday for our leadership little gathering. So I'm going to take this off, and you really probably can't tell any difference just watching this, but so I'll just throw this, and I know that it will decompose quickly, biodegradable, and then I will take what's left in this little envelope here, and then I just put it on my face, and I'm going to let it soak in all of the different, good things in here. Like I said, it's the Lang Lang and hyaluronic acid, and I think there might be, or there's niacinamide in the brightening one. I know that for sure. Not in this one, I don't think. So, but there we go. I never want to have any of it go to waste, so I'll use the extra on my hands, and because it's all good stuff. So, all right, I'm going to go and finish things up, and I'm going to go to bed because I have to get up early because I have one more sleep before Thursday I go, and I haven't packed anything because I'm a procrastinator, and even when I try to do it ahead of time, I swear my brain like needs enough stress before it actually like functions enough to focus. ADD. It's a joy. It's a challenge. So, I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but I'm guessing it probably was not very important. It was rambly. Thank you. If you watch this, want to comment hello and let me know you watched it. I would love to know. I know, I love getting messages if people want to message me. I'm trying to do better about getting onto Facebook. It can make me cry, the anxiety, but I am working through it. So anyhow, I hope you are doing well. I would love to hear from anybody who wants to share how they're doing. And yeah, if you have questions, let me know. I would love to tell you more. Bye.